So this ankle Qigong strengthens the lower body really well and helps move energy down and up the whole body. So it takes about 5 minutes to do. It'll strengthen the hip flexors like crazy. Hip flexors, the rectus femoris, your quadricep muscles, get a lot of mobility going through the ankles and the feet, get the brain more connected into the lower part of the body. It'll amplify all the training you're doing in the Warrior Legs course. When you first see it, it looks quite easy. When you do it, it's actually a lot harder than it looks. This can definitely be done every day. Every second day will still get great benefits, and even twice a week will still make strength increases too. And after a while of doing the Warrior Legs course, particularly when you go into the low Tai Chi walking, start that practice, you'll find this one, it'll link up very nicely. Because the idea is it's really helping to send energy down to the foot and back up again, which is what that practice does too. So this exercise is very good if you've injured your lower body, so your hips, your knees, or your ankles, or your feet. As long as you can stand on one leg, you can do this practice and make improvements. For people who have swelling in one leg or both, particularly in the ankles or the feet, this will help the lymphatic system boost so you can clear the fluid out of the area, so back into the torso where it gets recirculated. For people who have pitting edema, so there's pitting, so it's swelling in both ankles and feet, and when you push into the swelling, when you take your finger away, there's a mark there, there's a divot there. So that's what they call pitting edema. So it's associated with right side heart failure. So you may be able to do this practice with that condition, but most likely you'll need to do it laying in bed. So what you do as you lay there, you circle your ankles really slowly. So using your big toe as the guide, biggest circle as you can, 15 minutes one way, then 15 minutes the other way. And do that daily. Can even be done twice a day. And it'll move the lymphatic, the fluid out of the ankles, back into the body and recirculate, so circulating energy up and down through the body. You'll find that very, very beneficial. Energetically, what this does, people often not very strong with their energy in the lower part of the body. So it's strong in the torso, might be strong in the arms, might be strong in the head, usually quite strong in the head because we think so much, but not so much in the legs. So this Qigong gets the Qi really to strongly go to the feet. Just like everything in the Warrior Legs course, it's aiming to do that too. So for people who maybe are withdrawing from life, they maybe experienced a loss, a depression, some trauma, and they don't want to get out and live their life, feel too scared to or too sad to, what often happens is the energy can be reasonably strong in the torso, so you can feel it. But when you feel through the arm, it wanes, it weakens down through here. When you feel in the legs, it might be a bit strong here, then it's almost nothing at the feet. So the energy, they're not sending energy to the extremities to get them moving again in life. So what Qigong can do, particularly Qigong to do with your sending energy into the lower body, it really powers up the energy field. So you feel like you can move forward in life. Okay? And some injuries in the feet and the ankles, they stick around for a long time. So it can make you feel like I can't step anymore because it's too painful to step. So this helps clear that kind of process, and that's more common than I would ever thought to see coming through my clinic, that kind of process. So this can help amazingly. So how to do this Qigong? So you're standing straight, your legs straight, feet together, and you're having it, for most people they need a little bit of a sense of the tailbone tucking under a little bit. Otherwise they feel like when they have their legs straight and feet together, they feel like they're like this. So you tuck the pelvis under a little bit, and we have a sense of reaching down through the tailbone, reaching down through the legs, and the head, top of the head, reaching up a little bit. So there's this gentle elongation through the whole body. So we have that to start with. It actually helps with your balance too. So the hands are on the hips, just sitting on top of the bones here, so the shoulders can relax. Then I'm keeping this leg straight. I'm going to lift up my left leg, and as I lift, I go to parallel to the floor with my thigh, and I'm making sure my body is still upright. So very easy for people to do this when they lift a leg, or they lift a leg and it's a bit of a wobble. So you're aiming to just really smoothly, easily lift your leg, and there's still a sense of reach through the top, sink down through the leg, this leg staying quite straight, and we aim to keep this level. And the first part is just really deliberately pointing the toes, pulling the toes up, So we do 3, and I'm aiming to relax my shoulders as I do that. And then I circle really slowly, smoothly. The big toe is the leader of this circle. And we do 3 circles one way. Then we go the other way, 3 circles. Not uncommon for your big toe muscle to cramp. And as we do this, we just want the movement to come purely from the ankle. So you're feeling down into your foot purely from the ankle. So we're not making any movement here, movement through the upper body. And then pointing your toe, extending out 45 degrees. Pull the toe up, really stretch down through your heel. Toes pull up, so you stretch the sciatic nerve too. Point the toes, pull up, stretch down through that heel. Point, stretch, and then we circle 3 times again. We don't want the leg to turn, so it's all coming from the ankle. And your body will shake, especially when you first start this. That's a good thing. I'm aiming to keep my breathing relaxed, tongue on the roof of the mouth. Breathing in and out through the nose, and I go the other way. Then I point the toes, pull the foot in, so like I'm holding chi in the sole of the foot. Then I step down, and then it releases. So I feel that elongation, reaching downwards through the legs, a little bit of a rise through the top of the body, without pulling everything up here with the breathing. Keep the supporting leg straight, lift this leg up parallel to the floor. Really deliberate 3, everything's in 3s. 3 foot pumps. And we circle 3 times. And you're aiming not to lean back when you do this. And then pointing the foot, coming out 45 degrees. Really pull the toes up, stretch down through the heel. And you're staying upright, don't lean back. Then we circle. 1, 2, 3. Other way. 1, 2, 3. Point the toes, hold the chi in the foot. Let the foot come down, relax the foot, let the energy flow. And close. Arms come up, a little bit of a curve, 45-degree angle. Breathing in through the top of the head, energy filtering down through the entire body, out through the feet. Breathing in, out. And for males, left hand on the bottom, females, right hand on the bottom. Lao Gong point right over the dantian, so 3 fingers width below your belly button. And we're just letting the awareness settle down towards the lower abdomen. Halfway between the front and back of your body. Just letting everything calm inside.